Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmaniimmigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. So today's video is very special because today I am bringing you the analysis of another PNP draw. What are the details of this draw? What are the complete analysis? I'll share everything with you. So before that, I request if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you have not subscribed, you will be missing something. So also, if you like the video, share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So without further delay, let's get started on today's video. So today's video is about BCPNP draw. So British Columbia, Canadian province, British Columbia conducted a PNP draw and will be going through the entire draw results and analysis. So before that, this is the April month which has just started, and in April month one of the important Sikh festival comes in, which is Vaisakhi. So I wish all the very best and happy Vaisakhi to all my friends all across the world. As well as this month we celebrate here in Brampton, we celebrate Sikh Heritage Month. So a lot of festivities and a lot of celebration goes around, and not just for Sikh community. In this month, a very important festival comes in for all my Muslim friends, and that festival is Ramadan. So we go into many Ramadan, iftari parties also. So it is really enjoyable and a lot of food and festivity is there. So in this month only, another important festival from Hindu community comes in, which is Navratri, and we have two big mandirs very close to our house. So they are beautifully decorated, and my daughter, she is always called on Navratri by my friends. So it's very nice to go in and celebrate with all friends and families over there. Also in this month, another important festival comes in, which is Easter. So kids go in for Easter egg hunt and it's really enjoyable. So churches also get beautifully decorated. So in this month, we are also doing a small announcement. So I'll share that announcement at the end of this video. So please stay tuned till the very end. So let's get started on the draw itself. So BCPNP draw happened on March 29th, and right here is the analysis. So this draw is a targeted draw. It is focused on what? Let's see. So this draw, total 210 people were called in and 161 people were from the technology sector. So the score was 87. This is not a CRS score. This is BCPNP matrix itself, and this is targeted tech draw. So technology sector is always in the forefront of the immigration, and whether it is Ontario, whether it is Alberta, whether it is Saskatchewan, or whether it is BC. So BC earlier was running the BC Tech pilot, which has been made as a full-time program also now. So technology people always enjoy a better chance of coming to Canada. Now, the second category, which is also targeted, is healthcare. So healthcare also has a high priority because there is huge shortage of nurses and doctors. So here also 12 people were invited from the healthcare sector, and then 37 people were invited from the targeted childcare sector. So childcare is early childhood educators, which is ECE. I'll share more details on this. I have previously also shared details on ECE in my previous video too. So last sector is the targeted draw for NOC code 3114 and 3213. So NOC code 3114 is basically for the veterinary doctors who treat animals, and 3213 is for animal technicians, healthcare technicians. So they are also targeted in this draw. Now, the details and the analysis, as I said, 210 applicants were invited under this PNP draw, and maximum share was, again, there were 4 categories in the draw, which I already mentioned. So maximum share gone to the category of tech category. Out of 210, 161 were invited into the tech sector itself. And then targeted healthcare category, 12 people were invited. Under the childhood category, the early childhood educators, 37 people were invited. I'll share more details on the early childhood educators right after the 1 minute. And so targeted other occupation, 4 people were invited, and that's veterinary doctors and animal technicians. So this is the analysis of the draw. Now let's have a quick snapshot of what happened in the month of March. So in the month of March, 5 draw total, BCPNP conducted 5 draws. So let's quickly, although I provided all the information in my earlier videos, but let's quickly have a snapshot of the total draws. So BCPNP conducted March 29th, they conducted a targeted draw, which I've already shared the information with you. 210 people were called. Before that, regular draw, 204 people were called in. Before that, also March 14th, 175 people were called. It was also a regular draw. And then March 8th, 204 people were called, again a regular draw. And lastly, March 1st, 136 people were called. It was technology tech sector draw only, tech draw only. So this is the total draws which happened in the month of March for BCPNP. Now, as I said, I also kind of want to give you a heads up on the early childhood educators. So BC has shifted its focus because childhood, childhood educators and child care is a very important and a burning issue. Why? Because both husband and wife go for jobs. Who will take care of the kids? So the kids needs to be in the child care. So when small kids go to child care, the cost of child care is very high, and that's why this is always a political issue here in Canada. So now let's look at early childhood educators, which are ECE. Early childhood educators play a very important role for the young children, and basically they are qualified to work with the children from birth to 5 years old, and they are licensed. They work in a licensed facility, and they are certified and are in the ECE registry. Their name has to be in the ECE registry. So there are 3 types of certificates. Basically, one is a 5-year certificate, then 1-year certificate, and then just the assistant certificate. So these 3 certificates are conducted by the many government colleges, and government institutions also. So here is the detail also from the government website. So ECE 5-year certificate, 1-year, and assistant certificate. So if somebody is ECE certified, then it's a very good chance for them to immigrate to Canada. Now, as I said, so overall by now, the first quarter ended, March ended. So we have 3 months of data. So BCPNP till now conducted January, February, March, 3 months of draws. So let us quickly have a snapshot of these draws. In the month of January, 4 draws were conducted, 714 people were invited. February, 4 draws were again conducted, and 624 people were invited. March, the number of draw also increased and number of people invited also increased. So in month of March, 5 draw were conducted and 929 people were invited. So if we take the total of the first quarter, 2,267 people were invited. So as I said, Ontario is always the engine of immigration, and maximum number of immigrants come to Ontario. It is always followed by BC, which usually comes number 2, and you can see by now BC has already called 2,267. So if you multiply by 4, roughly you will be looking at number of between 9,000 and 10,000 immigrants coming to BC. So BC again offers a lot of options for immigrants. So it's a very good chance for people to, if you want to immigrate to BC. A lot of categories, a lot of options are there in BCPNP category also. So as I said in the very starting of my video, we'll be sharing our announcement here. So we'll be putting, for the month of this holy month of April, a lot of festivities are going on. So we also decided to be part of this, and we are offering 50% off on all our initial consultations. So initial consultation is where you are talking to an RCIC. You are talking to a certified immigration consultant, wherein on one-to-one basis. So you are discussing your individual case, and he is going through your profile, taking time out and going through the various pathways which are possible for you, and providing you with a proper solution. So that's what is initial consultation is. So for the entire month of April, so we'll be offering 50% off on all our initial consultations. So you can book these initial consultations. There is a link in the description. You can book from that link, and it's an online tool. So you can choose the time and date and book as per the availability. You can book your initial consultation. So for any other thing or any other details, if you want to know about visa or Canadian visa or immigration, you can reach out to our office. Our office is located in Brampton, and email ID and phone numbers are also shared here with you. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. And thank you once again for watching the video. Thank you very much.